Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to TheOlympusSky, and hope you're having a good holiday, have had a good Christmas, basically. I want to talk about, by request, about Robert Peternell, and for the fact that a lot of people know his videos, and, well, I've been bombarded constantly with questions about him. Have you seen this, this and that? And yes, I did. I actually, in fact, had contact with him for a brief moment, and we talked about this, and I was trying to replicate his results and such. Now, it's not that hard to do what he did there. However, it is still mind-boggling to me from what he has shown there. But there are also some things that I need to talk about, and that, you know, I really have issues with what he has shown here. First of all, I really want you to understand that I have nothing against this person. I really like him, and he's definitely one of the people why I am doing what I'm doing, because he was the only one on YouTube that actually has shown that you can go far, far beyond. And he really sparked my interest. When I first discovered him, I was like, yeah, you know, I'm already seeing anomalies and everything, and doing this and that. But when I saw his video, I was like, I think you must be crazy, man. But instead of pressing thumbs down and starting an argument or placing nasty comments, I started doing this, you know, try to replicate it. Try to see if it's actually in there. Try and look for the links. It is what I always encourage people to do. But mainly this video, it will not only be about him, but it will be about how much ESA has been lying to us, and it's so ridiculous in your face. Particularly this image here. We'll go over, I think, another image. We'll see how it will go. And remember that this is unscripted, and it is hard to present, and it will not be a 5-minute video. And that's the way it works. I mean, I'm trying to create videos that will inform you and activate your brains again. And that's the videos of 5 minutes, just don't cut it. And we all already know that there are anomalies, there are unexplained things that we are seeing on Mars. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and press like. I mean, I wanted to talk about, you know, I started my channel for a different reason. I wanted to show people that there's a lot more going on than just an anomaly, in itself. But let's jump into the video, and I will be, you know, really talking about ESA. This is a completely ESA 100% thing going on here, and let's jump into this. I'll link this video, I think, in the description, and he has a photo bucket as well, where you can see it. And if you're not familiar with it, he shows a lot of animals and things and faces on Mars. But there are issues here, and that's why I'm making this video. So by request, you like that, just press like, and let's jump into this. Let's see, where shall we start? Alright, right here. He talks a lot about in this video how ESA has squashed it. You can see the 2 different dates. I completely disagree with that. Everything you see here and here, you can see it on both images. Just the fact is that this image was taken higher up. Everything is in there. I look at this small rock here. You can see the same kind of shape here. It kind of really vague cut here. Basically it's the same, so nothing has been squashed. Now that's a really big thing to say, because there is stuff squashed in there. I will 100%. You'll see it in just a minute, and this is completely crazy. I'm totally excited, and when I get excited, my commentary gets worse. So please forgive me and hang on. Now let's go. Let's jump into. So I tracked all the links, and I would like to show you the links there. So we got the official link here. We go to the next one. You know, I backtracked this, February 2005. You can read this if you want. And you know what is really confusing about ESA, because I really believe that they are constructing their own images. I'm not 100% sure, of course, but I know that there's something going on here. And basically, when you read something, the image represents data, so it represents something. It doesn't mean that it actually is. So let's jump into it, and let's go a bit further and think about that. Again, here we have webarchive.org. I went back and forward. You can like pick a date here and see if the image has been changed. For example, here you can go, for example, to August 30, 2009. Alright, let's click that. Picture of today, still the same. So you can actually see if ESA or NASA has changed something. Although NASA has pulled off some tricks where these kind of things don't work anymore, unfortunately. Here you see again a very old, what date is this? Yeah, 2006, December. We can go back here to 10 February. So this is the old ESA website. If you didn't know, you can do that. Looks pretty cool. And when you go start reading this, the ESA obtained this image during orbits, this and that. So this image was actually taken, that's what they're claiming, and it still confuses me a lot. So let's jump deeper into this. I'll show you a couple of things. I also found out this link here is very interesting. He also used this image. Now what particularly interests me about this image is, look at the link here. Well, I've selected, and this is the file name. So it's called OV-Chasma 3D-01. Now, what's so 3D about this image? Hope you can see this immediately. But they have already claimed that they have taken this image. So they made it with their expensive, nice camera orbiter thing. When you look at this, this is just absolutely rubbish. I'll jump into that maybe right now. But first, before we'll go into this, I want to make something clear here. It is of high importance. So a lot of people are saying, you know, Photoshop this and that, and let's say that they would be completely honest. And I'll include NASA in this one as well, particularly Curiosity. They are receiving an image. If they would like to, you know, if they have server problems, which is completely ridiculous. If you're a $1 billion company, you can have like $1,000. You have so much bandwidth, it's beyond beliefs. Bandwidth is relatively cheap, like setting up a couple of servers and everything shouldn't be a problem for them. But let's say you would like to compress the image and then throw it out to the public. Now this is a thing that you would automate, buy software or create software. You will never ever compress an image through Photoshop if someone is genuinely really interested. I mean, genuinely honest. When you go, for example, to a web shop or photo bucket like we have here, you can place your images there. You upload your image and then it automatically rescales it so it will fit, you know, the server bandwidth, the configuration, what is necessary to do business basically. So so that, you know, and you go to the Curiosity JPL thing and we'll show you raw image. You know what, I just don't believe it, I'm sorry. Now let's show you something very interesting. You might or might not have seen this anywhere else, but it is interesting, it is legit. Of course you have the metadata, that it's basically data contained inside an image, and it's not that easy to destroy actually. You have to know what you are doing, and particularly, which I'll have that right at the moment here, show you, I mean NASA images don't show you any metadata. Now let's go into this. Just a little interesting plugin here. So you can see last modified date. So this is not modified by me, we're doing directly from the browser. And you can read here. Now this is very interesting. If you are a company like ESA or NASA, what are you doing and manipulating an image on, look, how is it called again? 8 PM in American, in the evening. So 8 o'clock in the evening, you're manipulating images. Well, that's strange. So if a lack of personnel, you would just get a new guy, right? It just doesn't make sense. And these times, you know, I've seen like 2300, 2200. Those times are really crazy. Now you can see here what has been used. Adobe Photoshop CS. A very old image. Now let's go back to another one here. A few extra data. Come on. Let me grab a look here. Let's open up this one. I'd like to get it directly. I'm kind of lost here. Starting to get very confusing. Let's see. Now you can see again here. Bit of a different date, alright, but again it's 2100 hours here, so it's in the evening, so this is very suspicious. Again, you will see here that both images I've shown you were done in 2005, but they used a different version of Photoshop. So what this tells me is that definitely two different computers have looked at this image, or were manipulating it. The weird thing is, you would expect that all these space agencies, this and that they would use the same program, but we're looking at the German right now, but I have found the both from ESA, which showed different programs being used, and were also done in the evening. So this is not like my own clock here showing, this was actually their clock showing. So I find that very strange why people are manipulating images in the evening. So it's basically everyone's at home and they are still working. Now why the hell would you start manipulating images or doing anything like this in Photoshop on that kind of hour? Alright, so let's jump in. Let's check out the manipulation marks here. Particularly, this is just ridiculous. It's kind of a way you work with it. Now let's jump into this and I'll show you what I mean. What you see here, now let me duplicate this, and we'll do it like that. You can see it's like they used a brush. This is so in your face. Look at it. It's one layer above another layer, and you can see this. If you don't know how this looks like, it might be very interesting for you to check out. Just check out on YouTube, just type in painting in Photoshop and you'll see how people paint and everything, and that looks exactly like painting in Photoshop. So back then in 2005 there are some simple tools that I am using at the moment for a more complex video where I will create such an image from scratch. Now that's the whole idea, because particularly this image and images that ESA puts out, it seems like they're creating stuff from scratch, or they already made the image, but then they started creating their own objects and everything, and then they like placed it within the image. Again, you see these very strange ridges here, but I have a more clear ridge here. And let's jump into this. And when you look at it, it's like it's cardboard almost. And it's like one layer has been placed above the other layer. And so this has absolutely nothing to do with compression. I'll show you that in a moment. I hated to keep showing that, but apparently, people find this, for example, this video, and they haven't seen any video at all before ever, or people subscribe based on one video but won't check out some extra videos, which, I wish that everyone would do that, but that's not the case. Again here, it's almost like cardboard. You won't see that anywhere else except at ESA. Again, this one's pretty crazy as well. Look at this. Look at it. It's almost like a 3D landscape, and it has been definitely manipulated in every single way. See, it's even more apparent here what they have been doing here. This just weird. So you have less detail here. You have all these crazy manipulation marks here. We will go down, and you have more detail here where it's actually lower and kind of further away, from the orbiter. You can grab any spot here. Why is it we get here more detail than we are getting here? When you say, look, it's a bit brighter here, so you can't see it, well, don't go to a darker spot. So why is it that we're not seeing anything here? Here you have the same manipulation marks that you see here. So that's the whole point. So I really think that the probability that this image is fake is really, really high at the moment. There's another thing that I would really like to show you, and don't think bad about Peternell or anything. I think he did a really splendid job there, and that's the reason why I love to go back to those images and rewatch his videos, basically. Again, here more cardboard stuff that, well, it's hideous. And when you go, this isn't some kind of product from sharpening or anything. It's like it's too specific. It's too specific. If that will be true, then you would see the same cardboard effect here and here. and here, and I can go on and on. So this is kind of the snake thing he was telling us that, you know, has been removed in a later image. But what he forgets is that the orbiter like orbited again around Mars, so it's of course not in the same position. This is the image that he has shown us, and we will jump into it. Let me find the eye marker here. Here we have kind of a crater with something in it. Let's go back. This is the same thing, see kind of the crater with something bright here. Now, let me open up the layer thing here. You can see that this snake is just simply not in the view here. It's like more to the left. So that's why you can't see it. And it's very simple, and everyone can make that mistake. I think I made that one as well. Yeah, I mean, I rewatch my videos, and if I made like an epic mistake like that, I'll always delete the video, and that's not a problem. I actually made a lot of videos, was already recording it, and you know, just was thinking about it again before releasing it, just rewatching it, and I was, you know, I came to a different conclusion, so no video. So that's how it works. At least, you know, I'm trying to be honest here. What did I want to show you again? Yes, of course, I wanted to show you here we have an image. It is 1024 by, how much was it again? I'll just use the convenience thing here. So yeah, no, resolution wise, bit the same. I think it is the same as Curiosity. Haven't touched Curiosity for a while, but let's do this. I think I already have it in Photoshop actually. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. Let's check out this live and let's think about this. Compression marks again. Here we go. Here we have the image, and we are going to squash it in kind of the same size as Curiosity images. So let's go. We'll change it to JPEG, just like Curiosity from NASA. If you didn't know that yet. And you know, here I have it already because I was testing. And Curiosity images are around 120 kilobytes. So let's go. We have test here. We've squashed it, and again, so as you can see, the whole picture has been mutilated, and that's the whole point. Now I'll zoom in into the same area here. You can see that the quality is a lot better. Now let's go to this one that I've just squashed a moment ago. Do you see cardboard ridges here? And you can see I just squashed it. I just destroyed it. I just dragged it into Photoshop, even though it was already in Photoshop. Now you've seen it, and that's the whole point here. What's up with that cardboard look here that we are constantly seeing in ESA's images? This is just absolutely ridiculous. It's just in your face, and particularly where you could just see that they've been painting all over it like it's some kind of art here. We have confirmed that they are using Photoshop, and you know, what else can I say about this? Now there was something I wanted to show you, but I think I forgot. Like I said, I mean, it is unscripted, and again, I wanted to get into the anomalies, but it's kind of, you know, my feelings are a bit messed up about this. I mean, particularly you just look at this, it's all crazy. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you another one of those crazy ESA images, and I think I've actually started with ESA. I'm not sure anymore. I mean, we're several years further now. Let's check out the text first. Again, the region was imaged by the high resolution. Yeah, right. Alright. Let's jump into this. Again, you can see that, let's check it out again. Let's step by step. Here's the newest version of Photoshop. Well, not anymore the newest, but it's, a lot of companies will keep on using CS6 instead of the cloud stuff. See normal time here, normal work time, nothing crazy here. You can see it looks 3D. Now I'll jump into this as quickly, and this is my big issue with ESA. Now don't forget that I've been telling you in previous videos I have contacted ESA several times, and I did not get anything useful out of them. Did basically not even get a reply on this case. I just want to ask them what they are doing in Photoshop, why they are doing it, and could you please send me an original image that has been unedited by ESA. So this is very frustrating. I know that they make 3D like canvases just to check out, you know, for example, like the Rosetta, where to land and such. But what you particularly see in ESA is these lines here. Now let me see. I think one-time sharpening will do, and you will see that it will become a lot more clear. I don't think. Hold on. That sharpening wasn't the right thing to do. Well, let me see. I haven't prepared this. I did want to show the lines, but not in Photoshop, basically. Wrong thing. Hold on. Selective colors. That was it, I think. Now let's do that. It's alright. Let's grab another one. Yeah, I mean, it's been really a long time since I've been messing around with this. So, I hope you can see this. But it almost seems like a 3D grid, but it doesn't make sense. And you can see those lines like going all over the image. I hope you can see this. See, it's going like this. It's ridiculous. It really does look 3D. And that's the whole problem. And this is not the only image where you can see that cardboard thing. It looks like 3D folds, basically. If you ever made like a 3D model, maybe you should know, or like play games. I remember like years ago I played around with 3D Max. But 3D things, nah, nothing for me. really don't like making 3D things and such. So, but you can always, you know, just I don't know, look up some games or something, like really old ones. Yeah, well, 2005 would suffice, and like indie games or something like that. You will see that those kind of 3D folds are apparent in those games when they just didn't render it properly. So it's just a theory. If you haven't rendered it properly, or you've like set the polygons in a awkward position, you will get those folds as well. Although it does seem like this was some heavy Photoshop manipulation, but I can assure you that not only Photoshop has been used here. It almost seems like, and that's just my opinion, is that they literally created, for example, this mountain, or like cut it out, and then put those pieces back together. It seems, look, it's like some kind of, I'm sorry to say, I don't really want to sound arrogant, but this is just a really bad job. And I don't want to be arrogant, but I do this a lot better than they are doing this right now. And I mean, 2005 is almost 10 years ago. So forgive me if you think that I'm arrogant right now, but it's, I've seen literally children do it a lot better in on YouTube. And that's pretty cool. Whenever you like want to learn something and do something, it's always cool to check out a tutorial. And I really don't have problems when a kid is actually trying to teach me something. I have a lot of respect for that. And it depends if you can bear the voice. It really depends. But I think it's really cool. I mean, this era is really cool, where you can see children like contribute to society at a very young age, and I have so much respect for that. It's never too early to start. I mean, if you're a kid right now, you're listening to this, just do some tutorials, and don't just do what they do. Just try and remember it and do it without a video, and then go watch it again. It's really cool. And everyone that works in IT just has to watch some tutorials from time to time. Can't know everything. But as you can see, it really looks like they've put stacked layers upon each other. And more like, you know, let me cut it out. I really don't usually use this, but hold on. Oops. So I think, you know what? I'm crop in, crop to, wrong one. But this tool, they didn't have this tool back then. And it's like, you can change things around basically, and you know, I'm still working on it, and you will see the video. It's you know, I've actually relearned a lot of stuff as well. But I mean, I'm not a hoaxer, so it's kind of learning to hoax again, or refreshing the mind, and that's pretty cool to do. I think it was a very interesting project, and you'll see it soon enough. I hope I made my point clear. And really, I think you should check out Robert Peternell's video if you are not acquainted with him. You know, I've had contact with him on my other account like years ago, and don't remember anymore. It's such a long time ago. So many things in life. So yeah, I've literally been able to reproduce everything that he has done several times, and I think you know, I was experimenting just a bit here. as you can see, you know, removing the shadows, just some shadow and highlights here. It is pretty cool, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll make my point clear. You know, forgive me for being arrogant, but ESA has done a really bad job, and they are still doing so. Yeah, I hope I've given you some, at least some options, maybe some new views on this. And you're definitely not the only one who is seeing this. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a bit long, and I hope you really watched it from A to Z. And if you're still here, I really love you. Not a lot of people make it till the end or watch the entire video. So I'm very thankful for that. If you're not subscribed, do subscribe and press like. And I can assure you we will dive a lot deeper into these things. And not only that, I'll show you how to do this yourself. So so you get like a better idea on what you're actually seeing in an image. And it is really important. So I hope, you know, I'll cut the video right here. And, you know, have a good night. Christmas was a couple of days ago. Hope you enjoyed Christmas. And let's see. Because I'm hoping, I'm not promising, to throw out some other videos before the end of the year. So I can, like, close this year. It feels like it was like yesterday when 2014 ended, and I just started my channel like in 2013. It's great to still be around here, and forgive me that I can't put out a lot of videos like other people do, but yeah, I won't push myself or anything. When something is ready, it is ready, and when it's not, it's not. And I really want to, like, you know, talk about these really important things. I don't want to forget them, and you know, like, check it out, just a little bit of extra, you know, check it extra out. Also, before I forget, this is the German website where we got the images from, the 3D, all three. This one, you can see Institute für Planetenforschung. So yeah, it is basically a research thing here. I'll cut the video right now. Have a good weekend. Don't forget to follow me on Google Plus, and check out the, well, I don't have it in Aussie. Well, I do, but it's not that important at the moment. Just want to talk about this, so I think maybe no links in the description. Thank you so much for listening, and again, have a great day, weekend, morning, whatever, and see you in the next video.